In this brief video, we'll see how you can use the Word Online app to work with documents stored in Office 365, SharePoint Online, and OneDrive for Business. This video assumes that when you're at your work location, you'll be using the rich client version of Microsoft Office, that's Outlook, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and that you'll be using the MacroView DMF add-in in order to provide a much better experience when you're working with documents in Office 365. But when you're on a mobile device, a Mac or PC with only a web browser, then MacroView DMF will not be installed, and then you'll be using the Office Online apps, for example Word Online, to work with documents in Office 365. During the video, we'll see how you can use Word Online to find, open, and edit existing documents, and to save new documents in Office 365. Let's start the demonstration in the rich client of Microsoft Word. We have a document on screen which we're going to save to an area in SharePoint Online. MacroView DMF 365 makes this easy. It provides us with a Save As to SharePoint button that we can click, and then we can choose the area within SharePoint Online where we want to save. Let's choose this sample matter document set and name our document Sample Proposal. Once we click Save, MacroView determines the metadata design in the destination area and prompts for metadata accordingly. The current user is automatically being set as the default value of this person or group column called Author. And now let's choose Report as the value of document type. Our document has now been saved in SharePoint Online and allocated this unique document ID ending in 2818, and it's currently at version 1.0. Let's close the document, and while we're still in the rich client of Word, use Open from SharePoint in order to view our destination area, which is Sample Matter, and see our newly saved Word document. When we click the document, we see a formatted preview. Before we leave the rich client and our MacroView dialog, let's go to another site collection, for example, this HR site collection, and note that there's an annual review site with a document library called Head Office Reviews. Let's right-click on Annual Reviews and Follow Site. This is a convenient way of adding annual reviews to our list of followed sites. Next, let's jump to a PC where only the web browser is available. We go into our Office 365 environment and authenticate ourselves with our password and use the 9 dots to choose Word Online. Immediately we see the documents that we've been working on recently, including our sample proposal document. We could open it from here. Alternatively, if we create a new blank document, we can open our sample proposal from the recent documents list. We created this document originally in the rich client of Word. Now we have it open in Word Online. Let's make a minor change to the document, and we note that it's automatically being saved to our SharePoint Online area. If we want, we can save that document to another area in Office 365 by using Save As. Let's use the same name and click Save to another folder. Later in the video, we'll see how you can save to other sites and libraries, but to start with, let's choose the default option of saving to the Documents library in our OneDrive for Business personal site. If you want to work with a document that you haven't used recently, you can find it using Search. Let's look for all documents in our Office 365 tenant that contain the Word agreement. As we can see, there are quite a few such documents, many of which have agreement in their name. In these final documents, the word agreement must be in the body. Let's click to open one of those documents. And we see that it's come from the Execution Clauses library in our Sample Clause Bank site. Next, let's use Word Online to save a new document to Office 365. Here's our sample document. If we go File, Save As, and use another new doc as the file name, click on Save to another folder, and now More Sites. I am presented with a list of the sites that I use frequently in Office 365, and then the list of the sites that I am following. Here's the annual review site that we followed earlier in the demonstration. If we click on that followed site, we see the folders that are contained within its document library. Let's choose one of those folders and click Save. Our new document is now saved to that folder in our annual reviews site. Let's go back to our rich client PC and take a look at the documents that we've edited and saved while working in the Word Online app. We'll browse the structure of our Office 365 tenant here in Microsoft Outlook. First, let's click on the Sample Matter document set. Here's our sample proposal document with the highlighting that we added whilst working in Word Online. Next, let's go to the Execution Clauses library within our Sample Clause Bank site, and here's the document that we found while searching for the word agreement. Next, if I go to the Documents library within my OneDrive for Business personal site and sort by modified date, we see a copy of the sample proposal document that we saved in that area. And finally, in the Head Office Reviews library within Annual Reviews site, we see the new document that we saved while working in Word Online. In the video, we've seen how the Macro Review software provides an intuitive experience for viewing, navigating, and working with documents in an Office 365 document store while you're in a rich client application such as Outlook or Word. We've also seen how Word Online, and for that matter other Office Online apps, are an effective way to open and edit existing documents and to save new documents in Office 365 when the Macro Review software is not available. For more information about effective solutions for managing and generating documents and emails in SharePoint and Office 365, contact Macro Review using these details.